Hi, this is Con Browning and with Full Heart Dog Nutrition, and today we're going to be discussing the U.S. Canine Biathlon, which takes place May 21st through 22nd in Anniston, Alabama. Joining me is Miss Allison Watts. Now, Miss Watts is a member of the Volhard Dog Nutrition race team. Miss Watts, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be able to meet with me, and I look forward to learning more about you, your pup, and your journey along this race. So, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
So, let's start off everything by finding out what is your age and location.
I am in Virginia, Culpeper, and I am 62 this month. Give me one more week.
Well, happy birthday. Happy
Yes.
birthday. That's awesome. Woo! So, well, and typically I don't like asking people their age, but I think that it's important for people to understand that when it comes to an actual race of some sort, that you aren't defined by your age or anything of that nature.
I think it's not so much the age. It's like I don't think I can do it, and
Okay.
they're afraid to try. And I'm like, everybody looks at me and like, you're going into a biathlon with your dog. I'm like, yes. And I may not be the prettiest, I may not be the fastest or the youngest, but I will be participating.
Exactly. That's all it takes is to be present and, I mean, that's the fun of being in a race like this, you know?
Oh,
So
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
now that actually leads me to my next question. Have you participated in a race like this before?
No,
No.
I am anti-sports person. I don't like sports and anything. And I tried a 5K. Jennifer taught me into it. No, no. Those are not for me.
Okay. All right.
But this is different than the 5K because it's more or less constantly problem solving to get through obstacles. And I love to
Very
do that.
much. Well, that's great. Now, how have you been training leading up to the race?
Remy is actually titled through Novice Rally. She goes to classes at least once a week. And I've started agility with her. And I practice agility at least once to twice a week.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
And so I know you mentioned Remy. Remy is your dog that's going to be going through the race with you,
Yes,
right?
she is a
Fantastic.
rescue dog. She is cattle dog
Oh,
and some sort of bull terrier strap. Yeah, some other boxy thing.
all right. And so how many dogs do you have total?
5.
Five dogs. Oh my gosh, I bet you the mornings are fun.
Actually, the Dobies, I got the 2 Dobies. I have a American Foxhound, and he's the funniest because he is not a morning dog. He will not get up until like 8 or 9, and then he won't go out until you have rubbed his belly. This is a hound. He has to have his belly scratched before he will go out.
That is
Yes.
the life, I tell you, right there.
And yes, and he's also titled through intermediate rally. He is an obedience dog.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes, a foxhound.
That is
And
awesome.
yeah, I've been
Now,
writing books about him, so we'll see what happens.
a little birdie told me that one of your dogs is actually on the cover of a Volhard package. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes. Um, Maureen is a registered Doberman, and I got her because I had another Doberman, but I wanted one that I went with a purebred that the parents are known because my first Dobie died of a heart attack, which is prevalent in the breed. And I wanted this tested. So
Okay.
she's actually gorgeous. She actually has pictures taken of her almost monthly to be submitted to breed calendars.
Nice.
So, and yeah, morning. And there she is.
Oh, look at that girl. Okay, so
And yeah, so well, I know Jennifer, and Jennifer's like, take a picture. Maybe we get her on a box, bag. And I'm like, okay. And so
She
I
is
took a
beautiful
picture
too.
and, oh, she's absolutely, everybody, I have people stop while they're driving past us when we're walking and say, oh my God. And they would stop and get out and meet her.
Oh wow, that is
Yeah.
awesome. It's like
Mhm.
you've got your own celebrity.
Yeah. Well, Ollie, I'm writing the children's books about, so I hope he gets celebrity by that.
Yeah, definitely.
She's on the the veggie pack,
The
full
veggie
heart
pack.
veggie pack.
So,
And Remy, she's just an amazing dog. She'll do anything.
oh,
She is
absolutely.
so smart and
Now, how old
brave. That
is
dog, whatever I ask.
how old is Remy?
Remy is probably 4 years old.
4. Okay, awesome. And
Yeah,
so,
it's yeah.
as you're training Remy, what kind of keeps both you and Remy motivated?
How we motivated. We're working on survival for this right now. We're just trying to be able to get through. I try to introduce her to just like random things to see how she reacts, and to get us to be more of a team where like, especially with the agility, we act as a team because I'm asking her to do things and directing her, and she does it great. Our motivation is, I want to try it. I want to expand, stretch. And besides that, how many people have actually done this?
I know. And
Bragging rights, man, bragging rights.
so, what are you looking forward to the most with this race?
The finish line. I really, that is really it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking to be able to see what I can do with my dog, and I'm not looking for the time. I'm not looking to be looking the best, through going through it, but I want to see how we can work as a team and get through obstacles.
Absolutely. That's a great goal, and that's a great motivator as well. So, I know you were saying Maureen is a Doberman, but
Yes.
what breed is Remy?
Remy is a cattle dog, bull terrier type mix. She is a brick.
A brick.
That dog, yeah, she is like a solid, like a bulldog is like not that big, but you try to pick them up and you're like, where they hiding the lead in this dog? And that's her,
Exactly.
because she is the heaviest thing. The only one I'm really not looking forward to, I saw the videos of people walking across that telephone pole and they have
Yeah.
to carry their dog. So I was trying to practice and she's like, no, you're not carrying me. Mm-mm. So, and she's heavy. And so the only way I could do it is I straddle her and I actually just like pick her up in the middle and stand up and walk. And everybody's like,
Okay.
what are you doing? I said, I'm practicing to walk on a pole. So I've
They're
got to
like,
get her. Yeah.
and I bet you that just leads to more questions like, wait, what?
Well, most of them are my dog friends. Because I go over to Mahogany Ridge and that's where I practice everything. And that's where my obedience and I actually teach dog training too. I teach novice rally. So they all know what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
They all
Good.
think I'm a little bit crazy, but they are so supportive and they're like, yeah, go for it. And I know in
But
the back of the mind is like, better you than me.
well, it's good to have a support system in place as you build up for a race and things of that nature. So with Remy, I know you had said something about her being a rescue. Is that correct?
Yes. Mhm.
And so tell me a little bit more about her backstory.
Okay, somebody I know rescued her. She was they got her from a rescue group. Well, she's got another dog that was older that was supposed to, this puppy was supposed to be the companion to this dog. Well, the dog didn't like the puppy, bit the poor thing on the head, and she went frantic.
Oh, I think we just had some technical difficulties. Are you still
About
there?
that. My internet, yeah, my internet stinketh.
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah, it does this
Um,
all the time. It's like the best I could do. But anyway, so the friend's dog, you got that right?
yes.
Bit okay. Her other older dog bit this one, so she was frantic on Facebook and was like, "Oh my god, I need somebody to get the dog. I'm so afraid." I'm like, "I'll be there in 10 minutes." So I got the dog, and we're going to reintroduce the dog slowly and trying to get back. So I'm trying to get her more comfortable with me taking the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And after about 10 days, she met us, and she's like, she saw how the dog's interacting with me. She's like, "No, the dog's yours. There's no way I'm
Oh,
reintroducing the dog." So then I rescued a rescue.
rescue to rescue. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I thought for a while that I like try to find her a home, and then I started working with her. I'm like, "No, this is my dog." And there's actually a waiting list. If I want to rehome her, there's
Mhm.
a waiting list of people that want this dog.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's
Yes,
awesome.
it's that great.
So, what would you say is Remy's best qualities going for the race?
Does being able to get out from my fenced in yard? She's an escape artist. She can dig out of anything. Her
They,
courage, her
courage.
courage
Nice.
and willingness to do anything is amazing. She goes on things that everybody's like, she should be afraid of doing that, and she's like, phew, like she's done it all her life.
Wow. Wow. And what about is there anything that you think Remy might struggle with going into the race?
Water.
Water?
Actually, I've never really tried her much with water. My other dogs despise water. Like they won't even go outside on a heavy dew morning. They're
Oh,
like, no.
wow. Wow. That is real,
Yeah,
that
they're
is
like,
true
no, my paws are wet. Forget it.
despising.
Forget it. But that's the only thing that I think is me getting in the water with her. There's really nowhere you can really practice with your dog in water.
Yeah.
That's kind of difficult to practice. So,
Especially, if the temperature is cool and things like that.
oh, you don't even bite your tongue there. That's the only thing I'm kind of like thinking she may balk at, but
Okay.
any other stuff she'll go. And I think it'll be just like the first time, because I think there's various water things throughout. And if I can just get her through the first one with me, and if she sees me going in, I'm pretty sure she'll just come right with me.
Yeah. Well, that's always a good thing as well. How did you first hear about the Canine Biathlon?
Uh, I can blame Jennifer. Jennifer Carter.
Yeah.
She's a friend of mine. And she posted on Facebook that she's doing this canine biathlon and with Bullhard, and we're setting up a team. And so I'm kind of monitoring the post, and there's like no one responded. I'm like, I cannot leave my friend hanging. No way. No, not. So I was like, sure, I'll do it. She's like, go apply. And I'm like, oh no, okay, yeah. Said I do it. I applied. I'm like, well, maybe they won't pick me. And I said, well, if they need room, I'll give my space to somebody that's more athletic. So, oh no, you're on the team. I'm like, okay, we can do this.
We can do this. I love it.
We
That
can
needs
do
to be
this. We
that
will
needs
do
to
it.
be the shirt saying right there. We can do this.
Yes, we can do it.
Question mark, but
If not,
exclamation
please,
point. All
and
right.
if I don't, please feed my dog.
So, thinking about Volhard products, how long have you been using Volhard?
Probably about 2 years.
Okay.
It started with the foxhound, who is a delicate child. was itching,
Oh, okay.
was constantly
Okay.
scratching and itching and I'm like, what is wrong with you? And it was either right back to somebody knows, Wendy Volhard or Jennifer, or maybe it's true. One of those three said, you need to try endurance.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I'll try it. There's right now he's scratching up a storm. I tried it within like a couple days, no more scratching. And
Okay.
all the dogs, I mean, the difference in their coats was amazing.
In just a couple of days?
The coats took a little bit longer because his
Okay.
hair's got to grow out, but
Yeah.
the scratching of him stopped almost immediately.
Wow.
And I kept on using it. And of course, you give it to one, you're giving it to all the dogs. And their coats softened, fairly quickly. And I
Nice.
could feel the difference. And it wasn't, the hard, brittle, scratchy, coats, fur that they have. And now it's like soft and silky. And I'm like, I am like sold on this. I am totally sold.
Well, that's great. I mean, we hear that all the time. Outside of endurance, do you have any other favorite Volhard dog nutrition products?
The endurance right now is what I'm using majorly. I'm just starting to use the B3,
Mm-hmm.
and that was for the digestion. That's what it is for.
Okay.
Because it's a new product. I'm just starting because it was recommended for some of mine have issues, digestive issues, and they're like, try this, and it should help you a lot. So we just started that a couple days, so we're still waiting to see, hoping that that's going to help them a lot, and I'm sure it will.
Any person that is watching that is considering a Volhard dog nutrition product, but it's kind of on the fence, what would you say?
Try it. Just, if you're on the fence, I was the same way. I was, especially with endurance, I was like back and forth with it. And I was like, I don't know, just this little supplement's going to change it. Yes, it does.